Today, Mapo Tofu will be made. Combine the seasonings to be used first. By sautéing the doubanjiang and tianmianjiang, their aroma is enhanced, so avoid mixing them together. I have prepared a spring-themed sake cup that changes color. Today's sake that I'm using is called Hane Yajun Prism from Toyama Prefecture. Kanpai. It's fruity, not too sweet, with a slight bitterness, and has a refreshing aftertaste that quickly fades away. I think it's a sake that pairs well with a variety of meals. Now, let's continue with the next step. Mix the potato starch and water. Pre-mixing the potato starch with water helps prevent clumping. When finely chopping green onions, hold the knife as if holding a pen. Make incisions with the knife while rotating the green onions. Alcohol has started to permeate into the body. Now I'll be able to move quickly. If you found the video interesting, or enjoyed making the dish yourself and found it delicious, I would be incredibly happy if you could leave a comment in the video's comment section. Feel free to write any questions or requests about cooking, and I'll consider them for future reference. Your input is greatly appreciated. Slice the green part of the green onions. Chop the garlic. Many Mapo tofu recipes involve blanching the tofu before using it. However, blanching the tofu can cause it to lose some of its flavor, so I don't recommend it. I'll explain the cooking method I recommend after adding the tofu. The only thing to cut using a cutting board is this. Using lard when sautéing minced meat will result in a rich flavor. The heat should be set to medium. If you don't have lard, substitute cooking oil. In the video, pork mince is used, but beef mince is also acceptable. Spread it evenly in the frying pan and cook until it browns. Browning the ground meat and triggering the Maillard reaction will bring out a savory aroma and flavor in the meat. When browning, avoid stirring the meat. Once it reaches this color, flip it over and break up the meat. Continue sautéing until a slight char forms on the surface of the meat in the pan. Take a look here. This is what creates the flavor. At this point, add the garlic. Once lightly mixed, add the doubanjiang and tianmianjiang, then sauté. Sauté the garlic, doubanjiang, and tianmianjiang thoroughly to bring out their fragrance. The smell is really good. It already looks delicious at this stage. Add the combined seasoning ingredients to dissolve the flavor of the meat into the soup. Let's make sure to dissolve the burnt bits on the surface of the pan into the soup as well. Once the soup is boiling, add the tofu, cut into pieces. The tofu to be used is firm tofu. Cutting the tofu on the palm of your hand rather than on a cutting board prevents it from crumbling and allows you to easily add it to the frying pan. I'm a ninja, so I can easily cut tofu on the palm of my hand. However, even if you're not a ninja, it's quite simple. I encourage everyone to give this method a try. After lightly mixing, reduce the heat to low and simmer the tofu. Simmering the tofu over low heat allows it to release its flavor into the soup efficiently, ensuring that none of its deliciousness goes to waste. As a result, the tofu will release moisture and become firmer, achieving a similar outcome to the blanching process, without the need for it. Add the finely chopped green onions and turn off the heat. Add the mixture of potato starch and water. Mix well before adding. Adding the starch mixture with the heat off helps prevent lumps from forming. Potato starch begins to solidify at around 65 degrees Celsius. Be cautious not to add it at too high a temperature, as it may solidify before mixing. Heat over medium heat to cook the starch thoroughly. If you find the consistency too thick, you can add a small amount of water and mix to reduce the thickness. Finish by adding chili oil. I prefer it spicy, so I'll add plenty of chili oil. For those who are not fond of spicy food, please add sesame oil instead. Adding oil at the end gives it a glossy finish. Sprinkle the green part of the green onions. Finally, sprinkle some Japanese Sansho pepper. I'll sprinkle the Sansho made by my friend in Japan, not the one from a major manufacturer. It has a better aroma and a very beautiful color compared to the Sansho pepper from a major manufacturer. Itadakimasu. The tofu isn't pre-boiled, but it still has turned out to be excellent. The taste of the tofu is also distinctly noticeable. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.